welcome back, everybody. I, Joe, am back once again for another match here this time with Fluff.
Hello.
And we're ready to start a match on Bind. So, what are your thoughts, sort of, at the start of the match on who we're going to see being picked?
I don't really know. I know a couple names in this bunch, but I've seen a couple new ones around here. And, like, of course I know Atomical, who's a very good player, but I've never heard of Oriole before, and he's a bit of a dark horse to me, so I don't know if he's going to do good or not.
What sort of agents do you think are going to be vital to this match?
I think pretty much all the standard agents are going to be coming out. You're going to see a Raze, a Sage, probably chuck a Jet in there somewhere. And because because they'll be more focused on team play, we'll probably get a couple of Brimstones in there as well.
Let's have a look. Well, we see an Omen on both teams. One team, the defenders, taking a Cypher, a Sage, Phoenix, and Sova. The other team going for a slightly different comp with, again, a Sage, but this time a Brimstone and a Raze. Again, a Phoenix to match their opponents.
Yeah, interesting. The defenders haven't gone with a Raze here because I feel like Raze is such a strong agent that it's kind of a no-brainer not to pick him. They've gone with a Sova instead, which is an interesting choice, but we'll see if it works out.
We see Zeta here pushing on short, but the attackers are all going B short, challenging that Cypher who's at window.
Yeah, they've got 4 people towards B short and 1 going long at the moment. Cypher's got the cam in the window room, and Cypher's just kind of chilling back in sight, watching towards long.
The attackers
will be first contact here.
The attackers are rotating around to go long now, peeking onto sight.
They're trying to split B.
Cypher going down.
Oriole just throw the nade into back towards CT. And it seems like they have taken the site there.
The plant down. Sage rotating up where the attackers came from, trying to surprise them from behind.
Yeah, 2 coming from CT. It's not always the best, but I think it's better to get them quickly on time. And it's going to be the 1v5 for the Phoenix here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to fill it off. Maybe just get a couple frags on the exit, but it's not looking hopeful.
No, he gets taken down.
Flawless round for the attacking side. Very well done from there. Then with that B split.
I think it's always a good confidence booster to win the first round without losing a single player.
Definitely getting that momentum in your favor is good. And let's just see what the defenders' buy is going to be like. Are they going to eco and try get some Vandals and Phantoms next round, or are they going to save this?
We see them putting 4 people on B, actually.
4 people on B. I like that strat, to be fair.
It seems a bit courageous for me. Sage pushing down short.
Oh, Sage
does go down.
I mean, A is open. But they are pushing B short, the defending team. Seem to have invested a little bit. The attackers do have an A side.
I'm surprised they didn't play more for teleporting to get a quicker rotate. One of them did go for it, but unfortunately Anatomical was there to watch them. They have the plant down on A. The defenders now just sat in B short, not really doing much.
Looks like they're going to try go for a couple of exits on the teleporting players. See, Raiho did just teleport. He went into the teleporter and then he used his ability of teleporting out to fake out himself, which is interesting. So they do think there's a player in there, unless they're smart about it. It does look like the defenders are going to save 2 weapons this round. Unfortunately, they're not great weapons of a shorty and a frenzy, but a weapon's a weapon.
Oh, we see Anatomical picking off a very late frag there. Guess the save didn't work out exactly as they wanted. Although,
and Cypher
does go down.
He takes down Atomical, but he's unable to save a weapon.
It's Atomical, not Anatomical. I should correct myself there. You see the defenders going back to their more the usual 3-in-2 split rather than 4 people on site. Didn't work out too well for them.
Yeah, no, it
playing
looks
more
like it's going to be
aggressively
an
like
A
that.
hit. Looks like it's going to be an A hit with the Omen lurking towards B on the attacking side.
Probably trying to pick one or two of them off to avoid being rotated.
Yeah, interesting smoke there. That's a bit bugged, I think. Definitely will play into the attackers' favour, but the defenders do claim their first frag.
With the slow orb going down, probably
But
quite
unfortunately,
annoying
it's
there.
traded. Yeah, it seems a bit of a frenzy in the mid area here. Nate goes out towards elbow. He's not going to find anyone. Maybe a little bit of damage on the Phoenix. As the rotates
Another
are
one
coming
onto
in.
side.
Set up behind the side, trying to shoot the person towards boxes. Doesn't get the shot, but Phoenix is there to pick up the scrap. And interestingly, if you look at Omen here, Omen is on the flank, and there are 3 low players. One of them will be. Oh, there's 2 low players actually. I think one was just healed up by the Sage, but we'll see if Raiho can do anything on the Omen here. I don't think they'll expect the flank so fast, but they will have to watch
They are
it
watching it.
eventually.
I
Yeah, the
think
Phoenix is
the
watching
Phoenix
it.
has eyes on. Oh, Ryo
But
takes him
Raiho,
down there.
nice. Great headshot there. Sage is towards
Blinding.
Showers area as the flash goes out from Raiho towards the middle.
Cypher knows he's
Wow.
there and peeks out with the tripwire. Very good play there.
And the defenders claim their first round.
I think the tripwire is always something to watch out for because you get stuck in it and you don't know, is the Cypher right there to push me if I try and shoot it, or do I
It really is just a nuisance, isn't it?
do I just try and tank the disorient and get the kill on the Cypher, or do I try and shoot it and maybe die to the Cypher peeking out once he hears it go off? It's always a
Yeah,
difficult
and-
choice, I think.
Especially if you're in a clutch situation, the last thing you're thinking about is looking on the walls for the Cypher traps, since it does appear so close when you get to it.
Hmm.
Looks like there's going to be a long push here. 3 players going
defenders-
towards
Long
long.
charges left.
And the defender's trying to play quite passively. I think sort of I win next game, moving backwards on the site. So maybe trying to
Yeah.
avoid the up close confrontation.
Smoke's going out from Omen. Seems to have missed a little bit there, but Iwood next game is just going to hold a long area, it looks like.
And he faked out the teleport again with his Omen ability. Don't know if it will pay off.
Yeah, they might catch on to it soon.
Atomical was taking down
Gets
2 on
one
A.
frag. Unfortunately, he didn't clear out the A bomb site, but they know where one of those players are.
Ooh.
Joke's over.
Oh.
You're
Tries to
dead.
push onto side,
Last
but gets
player-
immediately clapped.
Last player's position is known. Just walks through the CT smoke. He's able to get a couple of frags here. There's the one. The ult
Ooh.
pops off, saved him a little bit there. As he's watching towards, he gets the next headshot.
There's 3 kills already, 4 for him as he wins the round.
That's 4 in the round. Very nice headshots
No
out
charges
there. They
left.
have plenty of time for the defuse.
That was very nice play from Aimbot there.
Definitely nice. Definitely nice play from the Phoenix of Sorkus right there. And he's just promoted himself from 2 to 6 frags.
Using the ult very well to get that sort of initial entry frag and then go back in again for the other 2.
Yeah, he got the info, which was arguably the most important thing about using his ult there. And it seems the setup is staying the same for the defense side, but it looks like it's a bit of an eco with 2 sheriffs, 1 ghost, and a classic pistol.
Let's
And it
get
looks
the
like it's
advantage.
just a short rush.
The game is even right now, which is always nice because we can really see these players sort of get to know one another, and how their opponents are going to try and play the rest of the match out.
Yeah, Cameron taken out by Cypher, but there is a tripwire to help him. He's used this little shield blocky thing. I don't actually know what the name of it is, but it's very annoying to walk through.
It is a cyber cage.
Cyber cage, there we go.
Very
He is
cool name
flashed
there.
here. He is flashed here as they are going to push into window room. As 2 are going to come from long. So he's going to have to watch out for that in a second if he's not careful.
He's playing very passively, and again, the tripwire been very annoying for Wolfie there.
Cypher gets a kill, but he is traded out by Wolfie with a wallbang headshot. As Ray throws the nade towards the back site, Sova I think is playing inside. No,
Oh,
he was playing back
he
site.
did get a kill with that grenade. That's very nice.
Yeah, this is why I think that Sova's real good, and it's looking like a little bit of a disaster for the defense team, as the bomb's not down yet, but it is a 1v3 clutch for the man Zeta,
And
and
he pulled off a lot from that engagement in hookah, which is not what I would expect from someone in a 1v3 situation if they want to try and win it.
yeah, he's going off towards long now. Not sure this is the best decision. He might just have to go for a couple of exits. He doesn't have the ult, so he can't get anyone to help him out, but does look like he's going for it. He gets the spray onto Wolfie there, the other Sage, so there's no more healing. And he has spotted out the Raze, but I'm not really sure if he has any idea what the Phoenix is. He's got to check out the window.
Ooh, gets flashed. Does actually pick up the kill.
He does get a consolation frag for that, but unfortunately it won't be enough. And the Atomical clutching out the round on a nice eco there. The money should be in a very good situation.
I think it's props to the Sage for getting 2 out of the 3, especially when he was flashed like that. But
yeah, it was a valiant attempt, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. They lost the eco, which you just can't be doing, really.
I don't think it was Sage, wasn't it? I don't think Sage is really the person to 1v3 in a lot of situations like that.
I think Sage does have really good clutch potential though, with the slow orb and the wall and the heal. It's just using your abilities. It's not quite the fragger that Jet is or someone like that, but Sage can heal himself and play very passive.
We see 2 of the defenders going down quite early, although Aimbot does get a refrag of sorts. Although then Hunter takes him down brutally.
Yeah. Frogpig and Cypher are left. Unfortunately, Owenix game is on 21 HP and he doesn't really have any chance in this round. They do have an ult on Cypher, but it's definitely not worth committing it here. I think they just have to go for some exits, try pick up some weapons.
It's interesting. We saw the defenders start quite well and now they're falling behind.
Yeah, they're trailing off a little bit. That's just shows you how much losing one eco can losing to an eco can just ruin your game completely. They've pretty much just lost this round and most likely the next round because of it. But we'll see how it plays out. Brimstone might go down here.
Oh no!
Unlucky. Cypher being on that low HP really.
That feels bad for that Cypher. Gets the perfect angle, the teleport comes through, but just can't seem to get the pick on the Brimstone. That is...
Drags him down. Now, the defenders are going to buy up, and they do have 4 ults online. Not really sure. Marshall coming out for Phoenix. Nope, that's an op. My bad. Op coming out for Phoenix. For Sorkus on the defender's side, and I'm just gonna wonder where he's gonna hold. He looks like he's gonna go peak showers. He's playing quite close, but not really sure. It's gonna be another B hit.
Oh, using the run it back to get a peak with the operator. Not gonna pay off just yet, but will it in a second.
Oh,
well,
okay.
He saw the opponent, and iWin next game did take him down. Unfortunately, trying to run with the knife.
Interestingly, Cypher has switched from the B site, and Cypher's now playing A. Sure.
Wolfie taking down.
Not sure why they did that, but it seems to be working out so far.
Brimstone pushing showers.
4v4 at the moment. Oriole puts the charge down, but
Cypher manages to take him down. And a wallbang from Wolfie there.
And they use the ult, so all of the positions are known. And you see Cypher's just going to be running towards the B site now. Gonna try cut off that rotate that's coming from Sage.
Will he manage it though?
Get flashed.
He does in fact manage it.
Cypher. Great round from Cypher so far. He's on for the ace at the moment. Sage does have a res, but no one's really near enough for the Sage on the defense side to res someone. Oh! What a shot by Atomical with a quick scope.
That is a clip and a half.
Oh, he's bringing it back.
Game is on 4.
He's on 4.
And he goes for the ace.
Does Atomical have anything to say for it? His position is known, but he has used his ult. Cypher is just going to run away, which I think is the correct decision right there. He did just pick up the bomb. He has an idea of where Phoenix is.
Unfortunately, he's really not getting him very much there.
Yeah, it only really pushed the Cypher back, but...
He's going to go for the late plant, I think.
Yeah, might go for the fake, and unfortunately, Sorkus does pick him up on the Phoenix using that ult that he invested earlier on. And Cypher
stealing the ult from Cypher, though. Seeing
Yeah,
the ace, sorry.
Hey, unlucky, but you know they were 2 rounds down, so I don't think I'll be too upset by that.
I
Yeah,
think
good from I win next game there. He used the ult and it perfectly worked into their favor.
I was going to say, I thought that was a very crucial round in the game, because if the attackers could win an eco and then win 2 rounds in a row, I think that would put them in a very good position. But
Definitely.
surprisingly, the defenders did manage to pull back and sort of almost even out the playing field a lot more now.
Yeah, definitely both teams are going to be on similar situations in terms of economy, and it looks like it's going to be another A hit. The Cypher staying towards A.
Brimstone using his ult there to let Atomical push up.
Yeah, it's just really just getting space there. He's going to smoke them off, probably towards elbow and mid side.
Trying to spray by the
Just
trying to spray
spraying
through the
through
smoke,
but
I always
Atomical
find
wasn't-
that's a risky game.
Yeah, didn't quite wait for the entirety of the smoke to pop, which just didn't play into his favor.
Raiho picks off Zeta, but aimbot Sorkus takes down Oriole with the operator there.
Ooh, unfortunately, Sage just went down. Oh, nice little wall bang shot through the smoke there from Raiho. He's having a good game today. He does have his ult online, but so does the enemy Omen. Not sure what he really wants to do with it. They're currently having one defender playing on B, and Shepard's just going in here on A, and unfortunately he does go down.
I think the defenders probably know that the attacking Omen has that opportunity to get the bomb and teleport, so they probably want to keep someone close to B.
They have planted on A in the 2v2 situation. Omen does have his ult on the attacking team, but it's not really going to be useful. Strongpig's got the drone out, and he's spotted the player on the default.
Oh,
And Sorkus picks up the frag with the info he got from his teammate. Now, what are they going to do here? They're going to go for a little bit of a fake punt. They seem to have an IDs towards the elbow. And Molly and
Sorkus picking up a second kill there.
Sorkus comes through. I think he gets 3 in the round there.
Was it
Good round
3?
for him.
Oh. I think he's certainly one to watch when he's holding that operator.
Yeah, definitely. Seems to be using it quite well.
He's gained himself a lot of kills and actually won that round and the one before using it. Maybe the one before wasn't just him, but it's still it's serving him well.
Yeah, the attacking side. I don't know if they should go for the buy here. I really do think they should, because they need the money. They do have enough, but yeah, I think they have to go for the buy. I think
when you're sat on around like 4,000 to 6,000, you've got enough to buy, and maybe not operators and everything, but you can still buy a fair amount.
Yeah, they got the plant down last time. We really hoped it, and the Roomba's going to go and damage Shepard, and then he's going to be distracted and taken out by the Brimstone. It looks like it's going to be a fast attack towards B. Here's the Phoenix rotating in from A, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Strongpig pulling back there. Ooh,
so Sova does eventually go down. 3v5 situation for the defenders. I don't think one of them can be rezzed, and the Sage is just too far away, but he's going to make noise going through the teleporter.
Ooh, Atomical
gets a nice frag onto Sorkus.
Taking down the operator player, which is obviously always nice to do.
It's a bit of a close range fight there, so you did have the advantage, I would say.
And we see Zeta going for a flank, but the opposing Omen is watching long, so they are going to clash here.
And the Zeta comes out on top.
But gets refragged.
Does go down. I would have really liked them to see them play more passive and just go for an exit instead of trying to push up a little bit more. So they're only going to save one weapon into the next round, which isn't really worth going into the next one. They're really not going to have good money. They can probably get they can get 4 weapons here, and on Oriole does go down. He's a little too
Hunter just made it to the teleporter. Oriole was right behind him, but unfortunately not quite fast enough, and did catch the edge of that explosion.
Yeah, so defenders are going to be buying up here. It's not going to be a pretty buy, but depending on how they play it with those close angles, they do have 3 ults to help them out. I think the Sage res is going to be really really crucial to whether they win this round or not.
I think this is a very crucial round for the defenders right now because they've got almost no money left. So if they all go down, they're going to have to run an eco run. And
Yeah,
that
run it back
might
being
throw them off.
pulled out. Running back being pulled right from the early of the round by the Phoenix on A site, but unfortunately, not getting support from it.
Well,
They
it's
get
already
too
two of the defenders down.
Yeah, too quick frag by the attackers, and Cypher's just so far away. I don't think there's anything they can do here. They might want to consider saving already, but Strong Big going to stick around. Nades coming into sight brings him back to 9 HP. That was close. He does get one onto the Brimstone, but bomb is planted in the meantime. Cypher's
Strong
still
Pig,
coming around rotate.
he seems good.
Oh,
But he's always playing in that sort of the back area of B site there, where you've not really got much cover and you can be pushed from two separate sides. I don't think it's an area I'd like to sit.
defenders definitely have a chance in this round. I thought it was no hope. They have spotted out the Omen towards Elbow, and the spray's going to come in, and unfortunately does not hit enough bullets. Just peeking around the corner,
Ooh,
and
has he
it
just...
seems he's lagged out. Not
Very
really sure what
unfortunate
happened
there for
there.
Raiho.
Does he have enough time for the defuse? He does as well. Not really
Oh,
sure
no,
what
he's
happened there. Raiho
disconnected.
has disconnected. I'm not really sure what's going to happen now. I
Well,
guess
they'll just
they-
have to play with 4 people.
Yeah, I don't think there's a pause feature in Valorant yet, so that's so unfortunate. Great round from the defenders, but yeah, I think the attackers probably should have clutched that round out with Raiho playing passive.
Raiho was so close because he was in a 2v1. He managed to get it down to that 1v1 and then unfortunately just stopped and disappeared off the face of the earth apparently. which is-
Especially with the bomb being planted so close to him, and the bomb was low.
Very interesting barrier orb there. Being able to see under it, it's not something I've seen before. I don't know if it was intentional or not.
I think it definitely was intentional because it's so difficult for the attacking side to come in and see them. Set has got the LMG here, just gonna spray down Atomical. He will not be happy about that.
Those
He
LMGs
just like his
are,
LMGs in this game,
they are,
or in any game. for
honestly,
that.
I hate them. Everyone just whips them out and they'll just walk around corners spraying. We see him still
Yeah.
there just spraying through the smoke.
Oh, Cypher's going to be tagged up quite a lot there behind the A site. One is towards Elbow, but the Omen here can be short. It looks like he's going to know that they're on A.
Oh, he's coming up behind him, but Oriole does pull back. Maybe he'll see.
Coming up.
Oh
What
no!
is Omen doing? Omen's going to get one. Can he get two? No, he can't. Oriole refrags him.
Caught them off guard, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, Oriole was just a bit too fast with snapping onto him.
Yeah, now he's put into the 1v4 because Raiho is still having some sort of problems here.
Oh, he's reconnected.
But he has reconnected.
He
Don't
has
know if he's gonna be
25
able to
seconds.
play this round.
He has 25 seconds. I think he can do it.
He does have the ult, but unfortunately, it's only the classic pistol in hand. So it looks like Oriole's just going to be stalling out this round, just so it gives us a little bit more time.
I think Oriole probably could have pushed the rotate, especially as a raise. I mean, he's not got much of his utility left yet. But going on to B would have been possible, but unfortunately the bomb was just sat in short and he really didn't have an option to go and get it.
And it looks like Ryoden's back, which is good news, so he can resume a little bit more of a fair game, but I don't know. This is the last round of the half, so they're definitely going to be investing, and it looks like they're going towards B.
Are they out of money? So I see one or two of them are still on their pistols and don't even have full utility. No, it seems like
they will buy
Sorkus
it
has
eventually.
plenty. No, I tend to buy right at the start of the round because I don't think about what I do when I play this game.
Depends what you want to do with your team, though, really. Yeah, ask them if you want to go rush somewhere, so you might want an SMG to help you out with extra fire rate. Ruber goes in towards the window.
Does prop, so there is someone in there.
Yeah, the Omens are traded out there with Wolfie getting a frag, and he is going to raise his teammate. Looks like it's going to be a B attack there as the safe from the side is rotating in onto B. Does put Oriole there onto Elbow.
Cypher flanking around the back, but Brimstone preempts it. Gets taken down
Yeah.
anyway.
Sapphire coming into CT was a nice idea, and Cypher's ult is coming up. That's going to be so powerful, but the Cypher does get taken down. Aura with another shot through the smoke. Headshot, no less. And the last two defenders are coming from elbow area. I think Phoenix has made it up on top of that that little tower to the right of Zeta here. So that will be a very difficult angle to clear, and it's
He's
not
going to
really
walk right
expected.
into it. Oh, he did.
And
walk
Oreo
right
jumps
into it.
down for his third kill in the round with a headshot onto Zeta. Unfortunately, Sorkus does come back. Phoenix, he gets another frag here, but I don't think the time is long enough, and Tonko's just going to flank him and get an easy kill on the last player.
I did think when he pulled out his knife and started running around the back, that was a very risky move for him to make.
Yeah.
You don't, being caught with your knife out is the same as being caught with your pants down. It is not something you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. Now, unfortunately, we did have a couple rounds where Raiho wasn't playing, but fortunately, the half did end evenly. I do think this is a little bit of an attack-sided map, but I think it just plays to the strength of the players, really.
I think this is going to be a very close one. I could easily see a 12-12 having to go to a sort of tiebreaker.
A little overtime, yeah, that would be a nice nice way to end things.
But I suppose we'll just have to wait and see how the half starts and how the rest of it goes.
Pig going in for that double bounce, and he knows that both players are towards long. Another fake by the Omen with the teleporter. Because a frenzy from Atomical is coming through at the spray, and he's going to clear this area and see that it's quite clear. But his teammates are seeing that they're up towards B window, and they're definitely going to be calling over for the rotate down. 4v3 situation, make that a 4v2 situation. No one of the players is in the window, and he's just spotted the other one towards long.
I think it was interesting to watch the defenders play so aggressively down long there.
Yeah, definitely.
Right out there, right at the start of the round.
Yeah, Atomical got loads of info and just called in for the rotate quickly, and it will be in their favor with the flank from Brimstone coming in just to put extra pressure onto the last man, and the defenders will take the first round of the half.
Leaves them in a good spot to sort of maybe win the first few rounds and get ahead.
Definitely.
Secure themselves in this second half, but we'll have to see. Sorkus could pull out some crazy plays. We have seen some very good things from him and from I Win Next Game. So you never know with these two teams what's going to happen next.
Defenders, interestingly, going for 5 Spectres. Not really a play I would like to see, but let's see if it works out. It's not really viable to get a Vandal or a Phantom onto the second round of the half, but
I have to say,
be aggressive with it.
The Spectre is probably my favorite gun in the game. I'll happily buy it on a full buy. I just think it works so well.
Atomical comes through. Well, he gets flashed, but he's gonna pick up his third frag in the round as he gets 3 frags towards short. He's just gonna keep on pushing through. Yeah, it was just an easy cleanup round there. They just played aggressive with the Spectres, caught the attackers off guard, and we're gonna be on 8 rounds now.
See, Atomical there proving exactly why I buy the Spectre, because I want to be that good. I want to feel like I'm sort of imitating that kind of play, you know.
Now, what I think will be interesting here is to see if any of them upgrade to a Vandal on the defense side. I don't think it's really necessary, but with the Vandals and the Guardians and I think there's a Bulldog coming out there from the attacking side, they are at the weapon disadvantage. Atomical takes one out, but he's quickly traded towards B short, leaving only the Sage onto B.
Faking that teleporter again with the Omen, always an interesting play in my opinion.
It's interesting they've done it so much this game because
you've seen both teams do it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Shepard and Raiho definitely look like Omen mains there. Now, great shot from Zeta there with the bullpup. Through the wall headshot. And they are on the B side. They're probably going to get the plant down right now as they push towards Elbow, and Brimstone's left in a 1v4. I don't really think he has much to say in the matter. Gotcha. He will pick up the Cypher, and he'll probably pick up the Vandal as well, but he'll probably just back off here. I really don't think it's going to be smart to go for a 1v3 when the bomb's been ticking for this long.
I mean, if we've learned anything from this game, it's that these two teams love to try and take these 1v3s.
Yeah, definitely. There's no fear from either side.
We haven't really seen those heavy saves when it's 1v3. We've seen them just go all in, try to get at least 1 or 2 picks on site, and maybe even go for that defuse. But we don't see that here. It just backs off.
Yeah, this is what I like to see. Playing a bit more passive, going for the exit, taking a weapon away from the Sage, as they did have to invest into this round, but it shouldn't be too hard for the attackers to reinvest into the next round and get enough weapons. But I do say I like to see them play passive and go for exits, but I am guilty of never doing that myself, and I always think I'm the best player in the world, and I'm gonna
don't we all?
round out.
I think once it happens once you get that 1v4 win, you can never stop thinking about what if it happens again.
Of course. Cypher, he's going to put a camera towards the middle there, see if he can spot anyone. He's just going to call no. They put 2 smokes down there, but they might just walk through them because he knows there's no one there. And indeed, he will do that. Sorkus comes out with the frag onto the long player, leaving only 1 at B. And it's looked like a 3-man rotate towards the B site here. It's leaving A a little bit exposed, but Omen does have the bomb towards B, so that might actually play into their favor without knowing it.
I think the Phoenix has come back to protect A. They've realized that might be a mistake. In fact, all of them have started to go back now. They can't really make up their mind.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. The Atomical, he does have the ult ready. You might want to invest it into this round. He does get the 1 frag. I reckon he will use it here and try re-aggress, and that he does.
Oh, see.
3 players do go through the teleport though.
Omen was almost on B on his own.
But look at... but go and look at Ovo's B site. There's no one there.
Well, Oriole
was
was there,
for
but
free.
He decided to teleport to the other side of the map, and that might have just cost him the round.
Exactly. The attacking team probably heard that and went for it. The cage is going to go down. Oh, unfortunately, Omen doesn't get another frag. Does go the Phoenix that's ulting, and it's just Sage left in a 1v2. He's just going to be hiding to the site here.
It is planted.
Unaware of where the players are and doesn't get the spray. So that's a valiant attempt, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
I think the Raze there, using her utility to really put pressure on Zeta there, just keeping the pressure on and then allowing Hunter to get the pick, I believe.
Yeah, definitely creating a bit of space there, just clearing out angles without actually having to look over to focus on other areas is it's a good idea. Now, I'm not sure if the attackers are gonna invest into this round. It is a very tricky decision because not all the players can get the sufficient weapons. But then again, if they do go for an eco and lose this round, that is going to be 10 rounds on the board for the defensive side.
Oriole not really going for the super aggressive peak with the Rimba there.
Yeah.
I always like to see them follow the Rimba out almost as if they're tied together.
No, that is so unfortunate. The Brimstone ult with the Hellfire is going to be invested early on into the round, and it catch the guy and a little bit. But there were 4 members towards A short, sorry, but wasn't enough. Seems like it will just be a little bit of a giveaway round for the attackers here.
Though all of the defenders are on A, apart from Sage, if they can take him out, they have B sites to themselves.
Yeah, they have spotted the player out, but the Omen's going to come through the teleport just to be a bit of a nuisance. He gets 1, but he is traded out by Omen's left in a 1v4, and there's really not much you can say about that. But that was a little bit of an eco, so don't really know. Don't really know what's going to happen in this next round, but this probably is going to be the round to decide things all. So the attackers really have to step up their game to if they want to have a chance at winning this game.
I think if the defenders can get 4 rounds ahead with only 2 rounds left before they win, I think they've pretty much secured it. We've seen a lot of 2 rounds to each team throughout this match. I mean, if you just look at the scoreboard there, no team has really won more than 2 rounds in a row apart from that half time there. So If they can break
Yeah.
that and sort of get 3 or 4 in a row, they're easily gonna snowball into the victory.
Yeah. So Ray's gonna bring out the there, and
Ooh.
Oriel gets 2 of those players.
Very
And
nice
that
play
is
there.
gonna be so unfortunate for the attacking side. They are not gonna do with that. Rufi's gonna push towards long. He's got the info that
Takes on another one of the
Sofa's
attackers.
over there. And oh no, this is looking a bit disastrous for the attacking side. But Cypher does get the consolation frag. He does get the ult up, but I don't think it's worth investing in this game. But they brought it back to a 2v2. It might be worth investing that ult now to just find out where they are and if you go to a site.
Oriel tried to throw a grenade around that corner, but made the classic mistake of doing it when someone's about to peek. And unfortunately,
Oh, and so
didn't pay off.
unfortunate there. The Sova does bring it into a 1v1 with the ult through the wall, but I don't know what he's going to do this round. He's got the bomb in hand. There's only 35 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like he's going to be towards A, which looks like the wrong play at this point.
I really
Omen's-
love the play from Raiho there, just to preempt that he's got to rotate, you know, and he's
Now,
perfectly
Omen's gonna
picked it
hear
up and
that.
he's waiting for him.
Omen's going to hear that, so he knows that it's on A. He's only got the Marshal in hand, though. Default plant coming in. Can he hit the headshot? No, but he does hit the body shot. He's going for the spam through the wall. A strong big pushes towards the CT area. He's almost into lamps right now, and I don't think Raiho's going to expect this. Should be an easy kill for Strong Pig, but he does whiff it a little bit, and he gets the frag onto the box for his 3rd in the round, but it was getting a little bit sketchy there.
That was certainly an important round there. We thought that it was all over for the attackers the moment they lost 2 to the Rays ult, but somehow
Yeah.
they managed to pull it back with some great plays. A little bit of luck on the timing of Oriel's ability, I would say, but overall
Yeah.
great play from them there.
It was a 3v5 situation, maybe even a 2v5 situation. It was a great job by the attackers to win out the round, and iWin next game didn't even use his ult, so that's really going to help them this round.
And if they can bring it back to only that, you know, making sure the defenders only have that 1 round lead, then they're back in with a chance of winning, in my opinion.
Yeah, if they win this round, I'm pretty sure the defenders' economy will be broken. They'll be forced to go for an eco, so it'll most likely be 10-10 if they win this round. But nothing set in stone yet. Cypher does get hit down to 53, so Omen's going to be healed up on long. But great frag from Atomical there, and he is just going to look for some more. Takes Wolf off.
Back up to
One
5
by
a
two, the
team, so
teleporter. Yeah. That res coming through. But the bomb is going towards A.
only 1 player protecting it, but he's not even looking at the bomb, and the plant's going to go down.
Yeah, that's the info though. And Cypher comes in with the kill
I
onto
know
the
exactly
elbow player
where
trying
you
to stop the
are.
plant. And Cypher is going to invest in his ult this round. It's pretty much a guarantee
Joke's
at this
over.
point
You're
because
dead.
they have the man advantage and they know where they are. They can just set up and just wait for them really.
Oh, Oriel missing his spray pattern there and
Yeah,
going down.
unfortunate. Strong Pig with a nice headshot onto the Omen of the other team, and Sorkus having a little bit of a good game here. Picks up the headshot onto Atomical, I believe.
Yeah, as we said, they've won, and I do think the defenders
Yeah.
are light buying, so I think a few of them have bought guns there, and I think maybe a few of them will buy armor as well if they can afford it, but
Ooh,
it's a
Wolfie
very
has
risky thing
fully
to do.
invested though. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think you have to play for 10-10, but it does look like they're going to go in for the buy.
I think they're just trying to
About
force
yeah.
themselves back into the game.
Yeah, four players keeping enough money to buy into the next round. Maybe they're hoping that one will save, but I'm not sure how it's going to go.
Wasted ult from
Phoenix.
Sorkus, always
Yeah.
big.
He did get the info, but I don't think he did any damage to the Brimstone. Just going to be chilling behind the smoke here.
Hunter playing a very cheeky position there, waiting for the
Yeah.
attackers to push through.
Cheeky angle here. And Hunter goes in.
Oh,
Oh.
gets the second pick. Unfortunately, can't get the third on Strong Pig there.
Put it in the 2v5 clutch. Now the 2v4 clutch for the attacking side. And Zeta does come back to the ball cup, but unfortunately, Strong Pig's going to be caught in the animation of bringing his drone out. Oriole hears the steps towards mid. But,
Mm.
oh, apologies, that's his teammates. But Zeta will definitely hear these steps. He's on a bit of
Zeta in cave, almost about to run into all three of them at the same time, but they don't seem to be caring about where he is, just where that spike is.
Yeah, they're just defending that. See, the Sage is getting a little bit aggressive towards B short. I like it because can cover the flank from B window and B long. Now, is Zeta going to check this angle?
Oh!
He just catches him out the corner of his screen, and now the defending players are going to know where they are, but there's not enough time. There's only 10 seconds left in the round, and the only choice is for...
Goes for the cheeky no-scope
Sage
there.
the Sage to save, yeah. Interesting, 11-9. I believe the attacking side does have enough money to reinvest, which they do.
The defenders going for a force buy there. I think it did pay off.
It definitely did. I didn't rate the play at the beginning of the round, but I saw how they had got aggressive on mid. They put Hunter into that aggressive position, and it really worked out for them. So that really shut me up.
I think something that strikes me as different between this game and CSGO is, at least in my experience, this game encourages a lot more aggressive play from the defenders. Which in my opinion is a lot more interesting because we see a lot more movement and rotations and all this sort of the good stuff that this game can provide. Rather than slow holding an angle for the entire round. Which is always nice to see.
I think the defenders definitely advantageous to hold the angles and wait for the rotates to come in, but it is rewarding when an attacker comes in, and I assume the Omen uses ult there, and he's going to be naded down to 8 HP and does get picked up by the Sage. He does have the ult and might be able to resurrect his teammate here, put it into the 3v3, which he will do. He is walled off. As they do aggress onto the site, he's going to wall himself up so he can get over. Cheeky angle here, but unfortunately his toes are just going to get shot off there as Ryden's going to be put in a 1v3, and he's going to get one, but get taken down shortly after. And it's looking good for the attackers right here, 10-11. And the economy on the defense side is not looking great. I think it's enough. It's enough to warrant a buy, but they're not going to have all the abilities, I don't think.
I think again, I thought maybe that the defenders were pulling ahead, but now the attackers have brought it back, and it's now just as close as it was right at the start of this match. And I think that's going to carry on right until the last round, maybe even into overtime. I can't wait to see how this match ends.
Yeah, once again to mention the point, no team really winning above 2 rounds in a row, and that is this is great gameplay to see right here. It's a really close match. It's what we get to see.
You're dead.
Tomical playing close towards Showers. He's going to get lots of steps. He does get one, but his position will be known. He'll probably be traded out, and he will do.
Interesting,
the 2-man advantage.
The kill he got was only on the Phoenix's run it back, so that Phoenix is still alive.
Exactly. Now, Oriole is on the flank here. He is on quite a fast flank, and the Sage is not looking towards him. If he peeks right now, it should be a free kill. But unfortunately, the Zeta does look back and gets an easy shot.
Somehow got a sixth sense there and thought, oh, I should probably turn around.
Exactly. Spider senses were tingling. Now, Wolfie, not enough time to defuse the bomb, but he's just going to try and make it expensive for them.
I think he's just playing for an exit here. We do see his opponent's Phoenix just patrolling around in B, trying to look maybe for him wherever he is. Really committed to this angle, I must say.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one's going to come towards him, but it looks like he's also safe for the time being.
And we are 11-11, just 2 rounds left in this match, which honestly, it's put me on edge, and I'm not even playing right now.
2, possibly 3. Could go down to that tiebreaker situation. Should be interesting to see. Now,
I have to say, I really hope it does.
There. Yeah, same. That'll be really good. Now, Wolfie can get a gun. He goes for the Guardian. He's going to buy up on his abilities, but Raiho on the Sheriff and Atomical on the Spectre can work out, but I'm not sure. On the other side, the attackers with the the res from Zeta, that could be the game breaker here.
I'm not gonna lie, if you just look at the kill numbers there, it seems like one team should be doing vastly better. The current defenders should be doing a lot better. They seem to have a more even strategy, but somehow these attackers are just using their key players to win those rounds.
Ooh, that is a very questionable Omenalt coming in.
Yeah, Hunter really punishing him for it, I think.
Yeah, I do not think that was the correct play to go for. But Hunter is taken down to 27, and as a result, Strong Pig does come in and take an easy frag. But Raiho is on the flank. I don't know if he's been heard or not, but he has sort of cleared out the A area.
He's missed the Cypher. The Cypher is almost out and free, but Raiho does hear the shots and come back.
Yeah, they've completely cleared out the middle area. Sorkus is still lurking towards the shower area and close by.
And they can stand literally right next to each other.
But the spike, I'm not sure if the spike was spotted or not, but quite a lot of attention is going to come towards the cave sort of area. Strong Pig comes in, and unfortunately, it's not going to be able to do anything about it. The defense live with 3 alive.
So now the defenders have 2 opportunities to win this match, whereas the attackers, they have to win both of these next rounds to take this match, you know? Because they have to win this one, push it into overtime, and take the victory from there.
Defenders can afford to lose the round, and the attackers will have to full buy into this, but luckily if they do win this next round, every single player for the 24th round, for the 25th round, sorry, will be on 5,000. It'll be an even playing field.
No, I wasn't aware that's how it works.
Attackers playing aggressive, and they get a nice kill onto the enemy Sage, which is actually huge. That res is not going to be able to be used.
The Brimstone is rotating around the back to stop this push, using his ult, but I don't think he's going to get any value out of it.
Yeah, he's just sort of clearing the area. They've just kind of forced them through the teleporter. They're going to hear that 2 people went through. And Oriel does have an advanced position. He might be able to do something. Tom will use the ult, but it's taken down, and that's exactly what the ult's for. He throws the fireball in, but he gets shot from shore. By Zeta tying in, going no fear right now.
I think we might see this match pushed into overtime.
And this match does look like it's going to go into overtime indeed. Ryan commits the ult, but he's not going to have much chance in a 1v4. And this map is going down right to the wire. Oh, no idea who's going to win this one.
Much closer match than the last one, I have to say. That was 13-3, whereas this one, we're looking at 12-12 right now, and this, honestly, for these players, has got to be completely terrifying.
Now, Atomical has interestingly gone for the op, so you only get 5,000 at the start of this round, so he's
not going to have any armor.
100 left to send. I think he's invested armor, but he's got no nades.
Oh, well.
No, he's invested 1 flash, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. It's an interesting strategy. I thought Sorkus would have picked up an AWP as well, but it seems like he's opting for the Vandal.
Sorkus seems to
attack his side.
He used the operator for a few rounds, and he's kind of gone off it now for the second half of this match.
Definitely not as easy to attack with an AWP, and that's a great frag from Atomical there. That advanced pick is really what they need on this side.
Making that operator worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Cypher's going to be towards longs, the only attacker towards B, and he's going to be taken out, putting the attackers in really difficult situation. It's a 3v5 at the moment, and
just hanging about in cave, not really going for that rotate, but the defenders have angles. No matter where they go, either the Sage or the Raze is going to see them, and, well, it might go badly. We'll have to see.
With a minute on the clock, and they are being sneaky, they are aware that the Raze can hear them. Wolfie goes down to 6 HP, but in 5 seconds he can heal himself back up, and he shouldn't be in too much of a bad situation. All 3 attackers pushing over towards long area, and there's 2 people on B, including Atomical with the ult.
They have to play this a bit more quickly.
Oh, and Atomical gets a headshot with the ult. As his location is revealed by that bolt, but the Sage boosted them up, and a great final round from the defense side, who will be taking it out. Cool, and Sorkus both on 27-16. Amazing game from those two. Some questionable odds on on both sides, but it was a good game nonetheless.
We can see the two Phoenixes very evenly matched there.
Yeah, definitely.
Both of them were a fan of the Operator in that match. You know, both of them getting 27 kills and 16 deaths. So it's very interesting to watch them sort of headbutt throughout the match, I think.
See, Atomical got 5 first bloods, and right next to him on his team, Ray's got 6 as the next best player. So they were really doing quite a lot of work there. And Wolfie coming in with quite a few reses, I seem to recall. You've got about 3, I think.
I think that res is just, I mean, a lot of the ults are vital, but I think the res is one of the ones where if you play it wrong, it will not do anything. And if you play it right, it will win you around.
It will completely change around. Having that one-man advantage just to peak with you, it's just such an advantage. And I think it's a great addition to the game. I do think it's a little bit overpowered. It only costs 6 ult points. I think it should cost 7, but it's.
I think it's not even just to gain an advantage. You know, if there's an early trade, you can get your teammate back and get back to the full 5-man. Or if you're on your own in a 1v2 situation, you can sort of even out the playing field a lot more. You know.
Yeah,
so you
definitely.
Can sort of help yourself in that uphill battle by getting someone back and having an extra gun by you.
But yeah, I think definitely the Phoenixes are the MVPs for both teams. But I will mention IWin next game. He always had good camera positioning. He was always getting info for his team. And just overall doing a great job with 20 kills in the round as well.
Now, I'll be interested to just see what was going on inside Sorcus's head, because he was using that AWP, and we saw him do very well with it, but we then saw him sort of move away from it. But Atomical stayed on that, and actually we have Sorcus here now to talk to us. And how are you doing after that match?
I'm fine. That was a fun game. Really
Yeah,
fun.
how do you think it went overall?
Really close game. Like, our team were playing really well towards the end. Like, we had a rough first few rounds, but towards the middle and the end, we really, fixed up and thought that they had some really good players, to be fair.
Yeah, you feel a little bit stressed after that. I
No,
can imagine.
I'm relaxed, man.
You're relaxed, nice. How was the team feeling towards the end? Was the calls getting a bit more sloppy,
Well,
or what
I
happened?
realized the Sage kept pushing was it B to get the orb, and we capitalized on that 2 or 3 rounds in a row, and retained won. But then we tried one more time in the last round, and this didn't work out, and that ruined the plan.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of your players was caught in a slow orb.
That was
Now,
it.
how do you feel about your own personal performance?
I think I played
27
well.
kills, top
Yeah.
fragging on both teams, I guess. Joint with Atomical, your rival Phoenix. But yeah, what do you think?
I think I played well. I was hitting those shots, like, I don't know, but I sort of didn't use the operator too much on the attacking side, and I sort of slumped a little bit. But
yeah, I did make note of when you were on the defense, you were using it very well to get quite a lot of kills, but the moment you enter attack, you never seem to pick one up and try to replicate it.
It's funny because in CS I'm a really good like T-side player, but on this game I'm not at all. I'm like complete opposite. I'm like a decent defender, and attacking I'm just not really. I don't know. I don't feel like an AWP on this game at all. Like I don't know.
It was definitely harder for you on the attacking side.
Oh yeah. For me personally, it was more difficult.
Especially you didn't even have the economy to buy the AWP most of the time.
No, I think I had like once or twice for that entire half.
I think.
And on a final note, what do you think of how your team played overall? Did you kind of mix together? Did anyone know each other beforehand? Or
I'm
was
not.
it like...
I mean, people were talking to Wolfie before the game, so they obviously knew each other. But we got on pretty well, and it was pretty serious though. Like we were coming quite well, and like very serious. Like it was fun. It was good fun. Like we worked really well together as a team, but they just came out better on top in the end. So nothing we can do.
All right. Well, thank you very much for
thank you.
the interview.
Yeah, and I think that is it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, if you're at university in the UK, feel free to join the Discord and maybe play alongside some of the people you've seen today. And thank you to Fluff for co-casting this match with me.
Oh, no problem.
See you, everyone. Goodbye.
'Cause I play to win. Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you